All right, we're good to go. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers. So essential. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to Eat Good TV. Big up yourself. And I've seen a lot of you over at Eat Good TV saying SouFLoTV sent me. I appreciate you so much. You know, the real ones, they over there. I appreciate you so much, so much, so much. Listen, we got a couple of things to talk about this morning. Here I am. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I have tore phone because you see I missed yesterday, right? Boy, I didn't think I was gonna make it this morning either. So this morning we have a couple of things. Mavado got chopped by Mesado. Some of you are aware of that story, others are not. So there's a attorney in Jamaica who made up some fictitious paperwork and chopped Mavado for a couple of $1 million. He was supposed to purchase a house, but the house wasn't really for sale. And these kind of things. So Mavado right now is trying to get his money back. But we got to talk about the fact that Mavado has not been back to Jamaica since that incident with his son. So how is that court case going to go? Right? They want him to come back to Jamaica, but he's not touching the island at all. And Mavado used to in and out of the island. It's his home. So I find it kind of weird that he hasn't been back to Jamaica since. Remember, his teenage son, got a life sentence for an incident that involved Mavado. So we're gonna talk about all that as well. I call her Messy Masado because she shut up herself at court. But I think that was a strategy as well, which I'm gonna get into. And an 8-year-old youth was gunned down yesterday in my part of Jamaica, Clarendon. Just a sad story behind that one. And we're going to talk about that as some local politician, right after that happened, released a statement saying that be careful calling for death penalty because there is no data that supports that capital punishment actually eliminates or diminishes these types of crimes. So basically, no deterrent. All right. And Nzinga King. Remember the other morning I said on live, I said, what happened to her case? The DPP, Paula Llewellyn, which I think is a wicked woman, she found that this young lady pop out every strand of her own locks. And not only did she find that, but those other people that are supposed to be the oversight people, Indicom also agreed to her findings. However, a public defender has come up with new information that Nzinga King's locks was cut by a police officer while she was in custody, and that police officer should face criminal charges, and the other police officer that was involved should also face disciplinary actions. So we're going to talk about that as well. But before I start all that, here's what happened yesterday, friend. So I went to the gym, right? Day before yesterday, worked out really hard, had a good workout. Spent 1 hour on the treadmill, because a fitness was said this year, summer body thing, and it's almost summer, and we working hard at it. Went to the gym, an hour on the treadmill, 45 minutes of weight training after, straight behind an hour on the treadmill. Did not eat all day. Nothing. Just bare water. Not even a shake. Not even a protein shake or anything. Just bare water all day. I'm consuming liquids only. Water only, basically. All right. I'm stressed out. I got through some things. And late in the night, around 11 o'clock, I don't know why I did this. I look up where the liquor cabinet is in the house, and I saw a half a flask of white rum. Ray and them rotted nephew them. I don't know why. I take the half a flask, empty it in a cup, mixed it with some juice, some of the kids' juice, some fruit juice, and just drink it. Rotten. This is 11 o'clock enough. Now, I'm not thinking that you haven't eaten all day. You did a hell of a workout today. And I'm the kind of person that I cramp up. Like my muscles cramp. So I'm going to have to take supplements, calcium, zinc, magnesium, and these things. Boy, 11 o'clock, down, Ray and him nephew them, went right to bed. It's like the thing knocked me out instantly. And I wanted to sleep because I told myself, okay, it's 11 o'clock. I can get like 5-6 hours sleep straight. Wake up for morning thoughts. No, my friend. I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? My belly said, I run to the bathroom. Nothing happened. Can't pass nothing, can't do nothing. I'm sitting on the toilet for like 15, 20 minutes, couldn't do nothing. And I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling sorry, and them start fighting me now, right? I'm feeling that drink is poison. If you if you're not careful, that drink is poison. I saw the half a flask and I thought, come on, big bottle is in there, and then there's a little half a flask. And I thought, that's nothing. Mix a little nightcap. But I always tell myself, say I'm a big guy, so I consume more than the average size person. But I forgot to stop that foolishness there. 3 o'clock, up in the bathroom. Can I tell you, my legs went out. I don't know why. My legs went out. I fell asleep in the kids' room, one of the kids' room, and I had to, in that room, there's a bunk bed next to another bunk bed. I had to literally grab the bunk bed and pull myself up to stand up. And then couldn't walk. Could not walk, could not feel hot and cold. My throat started feeling funny again, something that the doctor said would last for about 4 weeks, then go away. That felt like it was coming back again. And my head all day yesterday, it felt like somebody was actually thumping me in the side of my head. No lie, no over exaggeration. And I'm a person that have a high tolerance for pain. So I could really take some pain. But that yesterday, no man, I started telling myself, I said, yo, sir, y'all have a stroke or something. Cause remember, I'm telling us that I'm like hypochondriac. See? So if anything happened to me, I think the worst immediately. I'm like, nah, this feel like a stroke. I've worked in the healthcare field where I've worked with patients who had a stroke brought on by alcohol consumption. So someone should know this as well. So be careful out there when I mix them strong drink there and fling them back. I met a young girl in the therapy world. The one that I told y'all ended up with aphasia, right? You have Broca's aphasia and you have Wernicke's aphasia. Aphasia basically is something where your mind gone, in a sense where you can understand everything people outside are saying to you, but when you try to reply to them, you sound like this. And but you yourself think you're speaking like, okay, I understand what you're saying, I got it. And there's frustration in it because them don't understand what y'all said, right? And they're saying, what? And you're like, why the hell aren't you understanding me? So you don't even understand that you're not sounding, you know what I'm saying? Me get paramount telling you in the middle of the night. I set my bathtub, I got in the hot water. Come, I didn't need some other kind of sensory, something to wake me up. I got in the hot water and I pull up the bathtub and lay down in there for from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'll fall asleep in the bathtub. Al Kai came in the bathroom, come lay down with me. Me just spread some towel and put a pillow on my head and him lay down there. And I'm in the bathtub. And then later on during, when 6 o'clock came around, 7 o'clock came around, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to make morning thoughts this morning. I wanted to go live and say to you guys, listen, I'm going through something, man, and no morning thoughts this morning. I couldn't even get up to do that. I'm asleep through it. By the time I wake up again, same thing, head still pounding. My head is still pounding right now as I speak, but it's not pounding as hard as it was yesterday. When I got a chance yesterday evening, I went to Walmart and I got some Pedialyte, right, to replenish my electrolytes. Got some Pedialyte. I got some Ensure, like me an old man drink up my Ensure. And I got some ibuprofen. and came home and took 3 ibuprofen, 200 milligrams a piece, and fell asleep. Woke up with no headache. Hour later, headache again. After I wake up, wait a couple of hours, took 3 more ibuprofen, fell asleep again, woke up feeling better. So here I am this morning. Listen up. Sometimes you self-medicate and don't even know it because you're stressed. Because this life will have you stressed the hell out, man. That's why it's important to have good people around you. You know what I'm saying? This life will stress you the hell out. Somebody says check your blood pressure. You know what? I'm gonna go stop by today and check my blood pressure for real, because that's one of the things that I thought about. But that is blood pressure. It is blood pressure that has your head pounding like that, and that's not a good thing, you know. And it's been happening since yesterday. It's down some now, but it's still there. I haven't had a hangover like that in a while. I used to be a big drinker, you know, especially when I was in the army. Big drinker. I would go out all night and turn up, drink, 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 and get up in the morning and go running and all these things and still feel, you know, you work through the day with it, and by the end of the day, it's gone. Today, 2 days straight, still going. So that's what happened yesterday morning. Shout out to the people who linked me and said, SouFlo, you all right? Wagwan, how come no morning thoughts this morning? Shout out to the people who are here this morning, because you know I was going to be here, right? I never take 2 days off in a row for you. I might do one. Yes, Julie Tapper, I can't handle it no more. Or maybe it was because of what I did. I think I could handle it still. It's just, but I don't want to handle it no more. You know, when you reach that stage in life where you're like, you know what? I could gauge myself. I could gauge myself. 1 and 2 drinks, if I want to get tipsy, 3 and 4, and that's it. But I could gauge myself, and I'm talking about shots or something spaced out. Not, you know, when you're young and you're like, guzzle half of the bottle. Oh, we turning up, we drunk as hell. Somebody carry me, please. That fall over laughing. I'm past that stage. I'm past that stage. Don't need it. So this morning in my cup, I have some elderberry and echinacea. And, you know, I'm going to sip some tea and talk to the crowd. We got to take care of ourselves, man. Because the one body you get, you know. I would never try drink like how I used to in the military. Soldier 819, I tell you, you're asking for early death, you know. You're asking for an early death. Here what? Let me go check my stove real quick. I'm hear something a bubble. I'm telling you, my head ain't really here. And I made my tea, and I think I left the pot. I heard something like shh. I'm hoping I didn't leave the stove on, but I'm known for doing that. So let me go check. I'm have on the pants this morning, so I can get up. Give me 1 second. See that? I have on the pants. I'll be right back. Yeah, some things you have to let go, man. Some things you gotta let it go. Time and a place for everything. The weird thing is this though. I think it's because of what I did. An hour on the treadmill is no joke. And when I get on the treadmill, I go hard. Pause, no pun intended. When I get on the treadmill, I go hard. So an hour of that straight, that's me testing my stamina, that's me testing my endurance, you know, trying to know that, hey, I'm still good like that. Not too many people can get on the treadmill and bust down an hour straight at a pretty hectic pace. So I test myself to make sure that I can still do all that. The problem is I didn't eat anything all day, depleted all my nutrients in that workout. After that hour on the treadmill, went and did 45 minutes of weight training. That was it. And still didn't eat all day. And you know, I was saying to myself, I said, how come you did all that workout and you still don't feel hungry? That's not right. Because usually I would feel hungry, right? If it's even for a shake or something. But boy, when we consume the alcohol there, I don't even know when I fell asleep, my friend. As soon as me drink it, because I drank it so fast, it was like bloop out. Next thing I know, wake up. And I sleep with the phones close by on, you know, the other side. So Anytime I wake up, the first thing I do is grab the phone to see what time it is. And it said 3:01. Ah, damn. Can't go back to sleep. Body feel weird. Up to now, my legs them feel weak out from my groin area down because I did abs and all that. All this flutter kick, wear out my damn groin area and then go consume alcohol. Ray and Nephew is no joke. I don't wanna say Ray and Nephew is bad because you know it's a Jamaican product and it's one of our products that's been around for a long time. And we've had quite some fun under Ray and Nephew. However, the white rum there is something serious and it is to be consumed with caution. Me no want to see that again for years to come. I don't want to see that again for years to come. I bought some seafood for my daughter the other day, a tray, seafood tray. She loves seafood. What she ended up doing was the seafood come in the garlic oil, garlic butter. She drink up the whole of the butter. She eat the seafood, but she drink up all of the butter. And you know how butter cake up when time it get cold. She she spent all night throwing up. Today, this was last week. Today, I said to her, I said, what's for dinner today, Nika? She said, I, I don't know, pick something. On purpose, I said, let's go get some seafood. The little girl run, go to the bathroom. Like she can't even take the sound of me saying, let's go get some seafood. She was like, Dad, I'm good. I'm good on shrimps and lobster, crabs. I don't want to see any of that stuff forever again. Same way me feel right now about rum. Same way me feel about alcohol right now. I don't want to see any of that stuff for a while. Right. So I'm gonna stay on my track, stay fit, get fit and stay fit. And today I'm gonna be checking my blood pressure to make sure that, I'm gonna end up with a high. And when I can't understand what I say. Life is wicked sometimes. But sometimes we do some stupid stuff to ourselves, right? Sometimes we do some stupid stuff to ourselves. Same here. After getting sick from that butter sauce, darling Walter Riley, you got sick from it too. This weekend is her birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. That's what she wanted, So this weekend, Saturday, is gonna be her day for her birthday party. Her birthday already passed, but our birthday party this weekend. So I gotta get better. I'll not tell them some sick. Hear them. Well, you better be better by Friday, by Saturday. Them not care say you're sick. You better be better by Saturday. Boy. So I'm here upholding my responsibilities. I better be better by Saturday. So I'm gonna rest and make sure I'm better by Saturday. Your kids don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about you drunk and you drink alcohol and you knock out and you can't make it to their engagements and none of that. No excuses, Dad. You better be better by Saturday. Saturday is my birthday party. You know that, right? Okay. I'll be better by Saturday. So they don't care. Andrea sure is. They don't care. And you can't blame them as some irresponsible move that's an irresponsible move. Sometimes we do stupid stuff to ourselves. And we pay the consequences. That's an irresponsible move on my part. What am I doing consuming half a flask, a white rum, 11 o'clock at night, knowing I had to be up at 6 a.m.? That don't make no sense. And I don't know why I did it. Like I said, I was stressed out, you know what I mean, dealing with some issues. I'm going to just drink the thing. So Vicky Victory says, Red Label wine did that to me in my teens, and I never drink Red Label. I never drink Red Label wine again. The Pasty Barnett said, you better be better. Yes. Jet Shelley, good morning. Jet Shelley says, SouFlo, please don't drink on an empty stomach. I'm glad you here this morning, my friend. All this stuff me talking about might see me out there drunk again, but I tell people all the time, I'm a multi-dimensional person. And sometimes some of us are how should you say it now? Contradictory. But that's being honest. That's being honest. I don't want to be a rumhead. I don't want to drink every day. I left a comment on Instagram and a lady said, this is quite surprising. And please take this down or change it or something. And I said, why? She said, because I follow you for upliftment and encouragement. And this is not it. And I said, well, you don't know me then, because I cover everything, and I'm multi-dimensional. I don't know why people want you to exist like in one lane, come and preach every day, and that's what he is. And no, man, sometimes me get in some other mode. I'm only human. I'm only human. I'm still a work in progress, and I'm still trying to be a better me every day. So don't follow me for only upliftment and positive thoughts, and follow me for me. Just know, say I give you some of everything because I'm a real like that. I don't want to fake. I don't want to fake up. Like Pastor can't say what I really want to say. Pastor have to come and make sure it's from the Bible and the Lord said and it's kosher. And then when Pastor go in my yard and take up the blood clot something and put it over there so you don't hear me. And then wife in there duck because she feel like thump her in her head or something. I don't want to be that fake kind of person. I want to be me. I want to be me. 100% me. So that's how I go. Not all the time you're gonna get upliftment and good talk from me. I always try to make it make sense though. See? That's all. I always say things are subject to change and we are only human. Yes, Patsy, we're only human. It's the fake. Listen, one of the worst things you can do in life, listen to me good. One of the worst things you can do in life, is try to be somebody you're not. That takes so much work and effort and energy just to be somebody you're not. And then you have to keep that up every single day. No, sir. That's exhausting. That is exhausting as I don't know how people do it. That is exhausting as hell. Just be yourself. And I tell people all the time, if you be yourself, then the people who actually really care about you, respect you, like you, or whatever, they'll gravitate towards you and they'll stay around. And the people who don't gravitate towards you, they just won't. But at least it's for who you truly are. You just know, say, okay, that person doesn't like me, they don't like me, but I'm still being me. These people like me because I'm still being me, right? But you have to go fake up, and then you got to remember who was I yesterday to this person. And then who was I the other day when I went into that circle? And then who was I the other day when I was talking to that person? We can't do that. That take too much. That take too much effort, too much energy, too much of my time. You know? Be yourself, man. I encourage people to be themselves. I respect people that are themselves. All when you're a booger yaga, I still respect your kaya yourself. I might say, wake up every day trying to be a better person, give it some effort. But still, be yourself. No? All right. That run my blood pressure pretending to be something I'm not. What you see is what you get. Shirley P. Absolutely. Absolutely. With that said, big up everybody that's tuning in this morning. We don't have no time for the fake thing. Another thing is you might have done that stuff when you're like in your early 20s or something like that. But when you reach certain age, that I understand now when elderly people are the way they are. Like them not afraid to tell you exactly what upon their mind, especially those that are really elderly, in them 80s, 90s, because they know they're not getting another 80, 90 years on earth. And they done spent all 80, 90 years already being everything everybody else wanted them to be. If I live to 100 from I'm 80, I might as well spend the next 20 being me, brethren, because I'm going to leave anyways. So them say what them want to say. Pardon my language, I was working at a facility one time, right? And this lady had been a nurse for over 35 years. I'll never forget her. She was a white lady in Texas, and she have a black friend that they have been friends for since they were in their teens. Both of them are elderly now. Both of them ended up in the same facility. See it? They have a no smoking policy in the facility. This lady been smoking since she was a teenager. Pardon my language. If you know why I hear cussing, cock your ears right now. I remember going to get her for therapy, and she said, I'm not doing no goddamn therapy until I get to smoke my cigarette. One of the therapists that I'm running there, the therapist that they walked out the building anyways, and I was trying to tell him, but he wouldn't listen. I'm come straight from Africa, and he thought he was trying to impress them, and I'm trying to tell him that, yo, these people don't really like you like that. This is how you play the game. But anyways, I came in one morning, them walking multi-building. But him go tell the lady about, you need to stop smoking because it's not good for you and all that. I don't know why he did that. That lady said, listen, motherfucker, I'm 80 something motherfucking years. I beer motherfucking me here from down the hallway. I was like, ooh, I never heard her talk like that. She said, give me my goddamn cigarette, and I ain't doing no motherfucking therapy with you until I smoke my fucking cigarette. You heard what I said? And I said, next, she went and lodged a complaint because it's a no smoking facility. However, as a therapist, it is not your duty to try to get them to quit smoking by telling them you need to quit and all that. Imagine that, right? So you can carry them, go to the edge of the property and have them smoke them cigarette and then them come to therapy or something like that. But she laid into them. And guess what? That lady did her time. I think she did like 3-4 weeks there, went home, came back for another 2-3 weeks, and she passed away. The woman know what she did talk about. She knows what she was talking about. You're not going to deny me my damn cigarettes at the end of my life. I've been smoking since I was a teen. I'm in my 80s. Ain't nothing going to change now, right? I'm at death's door. She basically said, I ain't never heard so many efforts, boy. And they walked him out the building. They didn't like him already anyways, but they walked him out the building. He came in one morning and they said to him, finish up your patient notes and turn in all your documentation. And he was like, I'll do that later. I have to go and see a patient in here for. And they were like, no. Rehab director is like, no. Listen to what I said. Finish up all your patient notes, close everything out, and then come see me. I said, uh-oh. Me left on go down on the lock unit. I'm down in the lock unit, and he comes down there. He goes, so, you know, they kicking me out. I said, really? They are? Oh man, wow. When I came in the morning, they told me they was kicking him out before them even kick him out. He going this morning. I said, who? Your boy's going this morning. Going as in, yep, we about to walk him out. I said, you know what? I don't want no parts of this. I'm heading up. They get messy in that field. I'm down here. So I'm going in that lock unit, look for my therapy list, find which patient I'm seeing in the lock unit, go lock myself in the lock unit and do my therapy down there. Him come down and come say him goodbyes. That was one African that I met. And after meeting him, I said, I don't want to go to Africa no more. Because he was trying so hard to be European. And the Europeans didn't even like him. You know? And then I show a picture to them by him and the lions and how he's walking with lions and he's taking pictures with lions. And them are laughing up. And they're like, oh my God. And you actually play with them? Look, this one is standing on his back legs with both front paws on your shoulders. Oh my gosh. And he's like, yeah, and that's nothing. You should see my dogs. And he pull out a picture of some big Ross dog that are big as lions. And he's there saying stuff like, Americans, when I see Americans, I laugh because their dogs are so, they carry it on an airplane in a little bag. Our dogs in Africa are like big. And the whole time I try to tell this youth for Sima, every sentence is Jesus' theme and Jesus is Lord and all this. I guess he thought that was going to work. And it didn't. And then walk him out that building. But that lady sure put him in that place with beer mother efforts. So sad. When black people shuck and drive to Massa. Yes, Black Queen. Seriously. And me there trying to put him on to game, right? And him, nah, listen to me, you know. He's not listening to me. I said, you know what? This boy Sambo, and I'm gonna leave him alone, man. Sambo, all the Sambo he wants to Sambo. And he frigged up and made a mistake and went and told that lady about you need to quit. I'm not taking you outside to smoke. You need to quit because this is not good for you. I said, okay. That's grounds right there to walk you out. Grounds right there to walk you out. It's a very touchy field. Those of y'all who work in the medical field, big up to yourself because you know when you pick your field that you want to get into, you have this great mindset, right? You're gonna change the world and you're gonna love your field and you're gonna do this and do that. And then you get in there and there's so much politics and bureaucracy and you know, this and that and the other, and you're like, man, but that's how it goes. You have to let people learn from them own mistakes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But after seeing him, and I used to say to him, I said, so where's the Africanness in you? Like, because Oh, I said, where's the Africanness in you? Because I want to go visit one day. And he's from Nigeria. I said, I want to go visit one day, but I don't want to go and it's like a bunch of Africans that are Americanized or westernized and act like and cook the same thing and dress the same way. I might as well stay here for all that and carry the same attitude. You know, I want to go into real African stuff like spirituality and all this. I don't want to hear about white Jesus and all this. I said that to him. And you know, he was like, there's only one God, and that one God is Jesus, and this and that. And he pulled out one picture of a white Jesus and he floored me. After that, I said, yeah, definitely don't want to go. I don't want to go to the part where you're from, is what I told him. I didn't. Him changed my mind. A black man pull a white man picture out in his wallet and tell me, said, this is the living God. That if he was gonna lie like the rest of them and say, you know, God is a spirit and they who worship him should worship him in spirit and in truth, even though you can't nail a spirit to the cross. But you know, if indeed says something else, me would have worked with him. But when he pulled a wallet there, my friend, and showed me that picture there, it was like he don't have no kids. He was older than me. I'm like, brother, and you have the money in your wallet. You don't have your like a brother picture. You don't have your mommy picture in your wallet. You have this is the true and living God. Yeah, I don't want to go no more, especially not the part that you from. Just like that. And a couple of days later, walked out the building. Real story. Real Africans stay in Africa. Tells I don't know about all that because if you say real Africans stay in Africa, you know Africans travel the world. They travel the world. They have a deep respect for the motherland and they understand and they indulge in culture from there. They don't get overcome and overran by outside stuff. You know, they might study outside stuff to understand the rest of the world, but they don't get caught up in to the point where it takes them over. It's just like the Chinese people. You have some Chinese people, they travel the world, but I bet you when it comes time for spirituality, when it comes time for family, when it comes time for their foundational beliefs and stuff like that, it is all rooted in what has been passed down from their ancestors for generations. You know, they did a number on us on this side of the globe, so a lot of us we confuse. So we take on some of everybody, everything. Yeah. We're in everybody's religion. We're in everybody's clothing. We're in everybody's mannerisms. We're in everybody's thought process. We're in everybody's, so, I mean, hey, and then you have Westerners or the Western ninjas, and then you have African. There's a difference. There's a difference. Them not stay in Africa. That's like saying true Jamaicans stay in Jamaica. No, we travel. We travel, but we still westernized though. Lost souls, my friend. Lost souls. I had two Nigerians living at my house. Them lion thief. Oh God. What a general assumption, man. Them lion thief. Me not gonna put it on all of them, but when I was in the UK, I know a group of Nigerians that used to come to the barbershop, Albie's Unisex Barbershop and Beauty Salon in Wandsworth. And them people brought down the whole bank, crashed the bank system. Yo, when Mr. Beer Versace and Beer drop top car and all these, that summer they were on a high, boy. And I was pretty young. I was 18. I just run well left America. So me go go see over so. And they were on a high. Them good with the fraud thing, them chop hard. Them chop hard. Especially the Nigerians, yes. Them own that. Somebody said it was a Nigerian that brought that to Jamaica. Is it true? Anybody know if it's true? I was trying to do the history on how scamming reached Jamaica and chopping. And somebody said it was a Nigerian that actually brought it to Jamaica. Yeah, when it said Jamaica and Nigeria link up, I see it there. Boy, it hasn't stopped yet. But look at what it's done to Jamaica now, huh? Look at what it's done now. Because the Nigerians ain't killing themselves like that. Them not kill each other for no lead sheet. Them not thief each other money and kill off each other like how we're doing it. There's a lot of them not full up them place with a whole heap of guns and murder off like a picnic and these kind of things. We just took it to a whole nother level. And that's how Jamaicans are. Everything we get involved in, we go to extreme. That's us. Put us in track and field, we go to extreme. Anything you put us in, we go to extreme. Put us in academics, we go to extreme. We're going to be somebody's mayor. We're going to be somebody's president of their company. We're going to be somebody's head nurse, head doctor of the facility, head counselor, head mathematician, principal of the school, something. We just excel and overachieve. That's how we are. So when them drop scamming in our lap, we just excelled at it. But we use it to mash up the place as well, friend. And that's the one thing that I can't get into. You see, if them they just bite the money and then they were flipping it another way, I would turn my head the next way and act like I wasn't seeing nothing. Honestly. Jamaica don't need nobody help with that. Boy, can't I dry. Them says that is a Nigerian brought it there. And after that, it was a wrap. We just take it and put our own twist on it. Africans and black people in general want to be so polite and loved by white people. Yes, master. Oh boy. We gotta change, man. We have to change. Nigerians and Jamaicans have too much in common. Absolutely, because there was a whole lot of Nigerians that got dropped off in Jamaica. It's the same bloodline of people. It's the same bloodline of people. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that some people can't recognize that. And if I dress you in their traditional garments and throw you in a room with them, nobody can tell so that's not where you're from. That says a lot to me. That says a lot to me. Not true? If you're saying to me, right, me and these people are two different people. Ghana too. Yes, a lot of Ghanaians got dropped off in Jamaica too. If you're saying to me and these people are two different people, don't call me that. I'm not from them. I say, okay, I'm gonna take you, dress you like them, and drop you in a room or drop you in the country. Why everybody walking past you like you belong there? Why everybody talking to you in a native language like you belong there? Why is everybody saying that you look just like my uncle? You look just do I know you? You look just like my father. You look just like my brother. You look just my because of the same people, my friend. It's the same people. We are one and the same. And no matter how we try to twist it, that's what it is. That's one of the reasons why I never got down with the Hebrew Israelites all the way, because they came with that. And I started to think, are they agents? I know some of my Hebrews are going to get mad now. They came with that. I'm like, are they agents? Because why would they be telling us that you're not those people? You're different. I couldn't grasp that. I couldn't understand that. True, I have two real Nigerian friends. Julie Tapper said 5 different tribes were dropped off in Jamaica. 5 different tribes, and some of them were warring with each other, and them still warring to this day. They're the aggressive ones that was sent to fight from other plantations. Michelle Howell, yes. Talk Truth says, I'm happy you know that we are the Africans. We and the Africans are one. Yes, fam. Yeah. As soon as I talk to anybody like that we call black, and they mention that we're not there, I cut. I'm out of here. There's no point in disputing it. DNA proves that is you. Let me tell you something, right? Here's a fact. There is something that is in my blood that is only found in sub-Sahara Africa, among those people from sub-Sahara Africa. And none of my boys have it, but both my girls also have it in their blood. Do that. Do the math to that. I know when baby born will run the gamut of blood testing and all this stuff. Right? This is factual, I'm telling you. There is something in my blood. I don't want to get deep into all this, what it is and all that, but just know that there's something in my blood that is only found in people from sub-Sahara Africa. And none of my boys have it. My two girls carry it in their blood as well. So do the math to that. So DNA tells you that. So there's no need to fight it. Some of us just don't want to be Africans, period. From you hear African is like it look at the wrong way. You still hear about African booty scratcher and porch monkey and all the stuff that they put you through and all the degradation and stuff, and you just don't want to be associated. We're in different times though. You can man up and own that. You can man up and own that. Ghana DNA, Eve Project. 876 Queen says, I'm here in Nigeria and they are just like us in shape, color, everything. You're here in Nigeria, you're in Nigeria. Boy, enjoy yourself, my friend. You could have told us, yeah, I'll go still on if any of us wanted to come. Color, facial features, just like us, shape, everything. That's 876 Queen. Says, I'm here in Nigeria and they're just like us in shape, color, facial features, everything. I don't know how you could deny it, but okay. We are Ashanti, Igbo, Yoruba, and Wolof, and that's factual. I can't tell you how many of them have said, you Igbo, you an Igbo man. And the first time I heard it, I was like, what the hell is an Igbo? You an Igbo man. Huh? Explain to me more. And that's when I started becoming conscious of the different tribes that were dropped off in Jamaica and who I might be, descendant from. Soul J819 says, yes, they say I look Igbo as well. So whatever it is, it's passed by our mother's side. We are the people from all over Africa. Kaz Robinson. 876 Queen says, yes, you look Igbo. I've been told by many of them that I do. First time I got told that, I was actually in the UK. And again, I was only 18 at the time. You Igbo. Tried speaking to me. I didn't speak whatever language they were speaking. And I asked to be educated. Then I start doing my own like a research after that. Divine Order says, Igbo. This is some real history and facts. Links 007 TV. We have to embrace who we are. And we have to start to embrace who we are, those of us who haven't yet started embracing who we are. That's one of the biggest problems with us, why we're so lost in this part of the world. Because we want to acknowledge who we actually really are. And it allows us to be lost and carried away, gone with the wind. Any which part the wind blow, and that's how we go. And that's a state of confusion. That's a state of confusion. Marcus Garvey actually called it a state of psychosis. Yeah, because you're just gone. This I want to pull you over there. So today you're Jewish, tomorrow you're this, next day you're that, next day you're that. We the only people like that, confused as hell. Others know who they are, and then they choose to join up with others outside of who they are, but they acknowledge who they are. A lot of us don't have a clue who we are, and we refuse to even do a little bit of research and begin to accept or begin to even learn who we are. And that's where the problem is. I remember that as a little boy, read Igbo, but never understood it. Yep. Africans are from the tribe of Ham. Nigerians, Ghanans, and Cameroon are from the tribe of Shem. Hebrew. Why? Once I see the Hebrew fam, yeah. No offense. Most Igbo people I know are short. Divine Order. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the West and I'm mixed up, so could be anything. Me no know. Me no know. I know when me dropping at them place, them feel like I'm them. And like I said, Sub-Sahara is where that thing in my blood that only my two daughters carry it. And none of my sons carry it. Only my two daughters. So I started looking up tribes in Sub-Sahara. There's so many of them. I literally sat on the computer and pull up picture after picture, and I'm like trying to gauge myself, like, well, I kind of look like these people. No, I mean, I look like them. I look like these people, though. I mean, I look like them. At least I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. And not only that, I know Igbo men that are big and tall, big and tall and strapping. So, I don't know. Most of the ones you know are short, and I can't fault you for what you know. But that's like saying most Jamaicans I know are short. That's probably what you know. Me know most of them when me know tall. Most Jamaican men I know are tall. Well, I'm short man, but most of the men that me know are tall, them tall. 876 Queen says, yes, the men are tall and handsome. Stash says, once the Bible thing get dropped, then the convo can start. Weak minds can't see past their fear. And I think that's what it was put there for, right? Control of the mind. Because, like you said, can't see past them fear. You know how that indoctrination was so important, man? Listen up. If you're hearing from you little lickle, your soul will burn in eternal damnation. Me not like, even me, someday no. Me still say, I don't know if I want to totally denounce that just in case. you know? And then me have to go say, SouFLo, stop your foolishness. You know that stuff. Come on. But that's how powerful that indoctrination is. Them a beat it in your head from your little, man. From your teeny tiny, Remember me telling us is across the street from the church we used to live. If I didn't go to church, I could hear church from my house. My grandmother said, you're not going to church? Well, sit down on the veranda where we can see you from the church. So me used to have to sit down on the veranda if I don't want to go to church. Grandma, I'm sick, my belly, I hurt me. Okay, you don't want to go to church today? Sit down on the veranda. God bless Miss Ruby Soul. A great woman. A great woman. But that indoctrination was no joke, my friend. And it played a number on our minds to the point where even now, when we're getting knowledge, we still go back to the indoctrination and we're still like, yeah, me know say knowledge this still, but just in case, cause I don't really want to burn in eternal damnation, and I don't really know still. So, I'm gonna save that part there, just in case. I'm not gonna really to deny everything from over. That's what I'd say. It's powerful. It's powerful. Born Jamaican, when I did my DNA is from Nigeria, Ghana, and Cameroon. Steve James. Mm. Mine is from Sub-Sahara Africa, and I'm trying to figure out what tribe. Because if you go look up Sub-Sahara, there's many tribes there. Or there are many tribes there. Most people are suffering from cognitive dissonance. Facts. Facts. Patsy Barnes, I'm telling the truth, right? You want to accept that truth and you do, but then there's that part in your mind. That's why they do it from so young. Catch them from them young. Make sure you drag them to church and all this. A lot of people are going to say, yeah, if we did I go to church, no. If the new generation was going to church, no. Certain things wouldn't be happening. Let me tell you one of the things that changed in Jamaica, because I want to get into this topic about this little boy, the 8-year-old that got gunned down. What Jamaica started doing was adopting certain things in the US. For instance, when I first came to the US, my mom used to say, "Now kill it with lick," and I would say in school they just came out with the whole call HRS. My mom said you have to make it to the phone first, right? All right. Back then, you could get an ass whooping and was all good. I remember when they ushered in making it a crime to regulate your own children. Literally, a crime to regulate your own children. So you had children that were going to school and they would tell teacher that I got hit. My dad hit me. And next thing you know, Child Protective Services are at your house. And they're digging in your refrigerator and they digging in your cupboards, and they want to see your grocery list, and is food in the house, and is the house clean enough for children to live in, and all this other stuff. My mother used to tell me, yeah, you have to go make it to the phone first. Kill you with licking you. And they changed all that. And then Jamaica started adopting that. Jamaica started adopting that. So no longer did you have children who were regulated in a certain manner. The youth them start drip up the teacher them at school. Because if my mother can't lick me, you can't lick me neither. See, it was a different time going by. When we went to school, if you got there late, and remember, them used to send us to school early. But you know, when you're a country you come from and the journey is long, some of us used to get beat because we just couldn't catch a taxi from which part we live. We have to cross river, roll up pants foot, car back, palm back, all kind of things. Some of we hop truck. And then there were others who want to play football on the way to school and get there late. When you got there, you have to hold out your hand and take lick enough because you're late enough. Take lick. And then not only that, you pass your place in school, you get your behind beat. And don't let that reach home before you reach home. Yeah? So you simmer yourself. You take that beating and you don't say a word. Because the parents back then used to be like, so is what teacher beat you for? Are you going to go home and say that you did what I did? I told the story before. Whoever heard it before heard it. Me in a class one time, pen and paper. But like a girl in the name, Stephanie. Me put pen and paper now. I want you. Do you want me to? I'm going to put 2 boxes. And she have to put an X in one of the boxes. That means yes or no. I look a bit, you know. She put back in the box. Yes. Like so. I don't know if you can see it. Like so. She X yes, right? Here my next thing now on the same paper, you know. My body is too big for your pum pum. All right. Miss Smith, intercept that note. My body is too big for your pum pum. And Miss Smith, catch the note. Yo, you think, yeah, listen up. Miss Smith climb up on the desk, my friend, and stand up on the desk and beat me over my back with one piece of guava whip that was about that long, and you can hear the whip a bust on my khaki clothes. Whoosh, whoosh, whoop. Get up and run where? You have to do something like something in there. And then here on. I'm not going on to tell that. What am I going to tell my grandparents? My grandparents are elderly now. They wasn't elderly back then. Them did young and fit. My grandfather run me down and catch me. I'm not going home to tell my grandfather about Mr. Me beat me to their grandpa because me ask Stephanie, me tell Stephanie that my body is too big for her pum pum. Where? So then can hang me? Eh? Yeah. Michelle Howell says you did the African dance. But I have to, they changed all that. They changed all that. So now you have student drip teacher. Me say a teacher drip a you by him pants, right? And the teacher said, hold him by him pants waist so him don't get away. The teacher says, this is not coming in here today. I don't want this pencil pants thing in here, tight pants. I told you, so you're gonna have to let out your pants or you're gonna leave and come back with proper uniform. When the teacher drip him by him waist, him drip the teacher by him neck. I want man teacher, you know. And I want man, I want youth, I want boy student. Him drip teacher by his neck, but call out the teacher like this. So the teacher is what this. Let me go. Here the youth. Let me go. Let go off of my bum buckler. Let me go. Where? That wasn't happening before. They've made room for all that stuff now. And then you see the rest. You see the rest. So we need to go back to the foundation of what it was. I don't think we can ever go back though. Because no youth now go back to techno lick now. So they need to change up the school system. And if you can't abide by certain things, then don't come to school. I used to go Alpha Primary, and Sister Shirley used to lock the gate. You stand outside until she marched you to her office. I saw. I have to sweep the old schoolyard. Remember when them used to make you stand up outside and left hand hold right leg and right hand hold left ears? Son, I beat out your blouse and skirt and you're out there. I go so car, you're losing your balance and you can't. Corporal punishment got taken out of our schools, my friend. And it gave the children this authority. Not to mention 16 age of legal consent. Oh, them really feel like them are big people now. 16-year-old girl of our man, our big man in her 30s and 40s. When she left school, her taxi man I go jump up around one corner and dig her out before she go home. Because she a big woman. Legal age of consent. Can't tell them nothing now. There's so much that they changed that I think could be changed to better our society. You know, this particular story is so sad though. Let's start off with this one. I'm on a tangent this morning, but it's all good. The little 8-year-old. So apparently in Clarendon there, an 8-year-old was chilling with his daddy at a shop. See? And in came a man, 8-year-old boy, shot dead in Hayesfield District, Racecourse, Clarendon last night. He has been identified as Thomas James Jr., alias Angola, who was a student at Racecourse Primary School. The youth that ain't even getting a chance to grow up no more, and the killings are so vicious. You know, one time gone, man used to kill man that had something to do with, you know, if it's a reprisal killing, you kill my cousin, me kill you, and these kind of things. But now them come and them kill the picnic, them and them kill everybody. It's like they heartless, and they really feel like they're in control. The child's father, 46-year-old Thomas James Sr., who's also known as Lion Heights, and his son named Angola. You pre that? Lion Heights and Angola. The father survived so far. Remains in critical condition though. It is reported that about 7:45 p.m. on Wednesday, the father and the son were at a family-operated business shop at their home when a man entered into the shop and ordered a cigarette, one cigarette. The man then reportedly pulled a gun and opened fire, hitting James Jr. in the head. Poor little youth, never stand a chance, my friend. And then hitting his father in the upper body. They were assisted by the Lionel Town Hospital and then were transferred to the Maypen Hospital where the child was pronounced dead. Yesterday's gruesome murder is the second tragedy to have rocked the southwestern Clarendon community just in recent times. On March 24th, 2 infant sisters, ages 3 and 4, also perished in a fire that ravaged their home. They're still looking into that one. I think the mom in that one was charged or something like that. Up to April 5th, 14 people have been killed in Clarendon since the start of the year. January, February, March, April, 4 months. That's just one part of 14 parishes. 14 already. What allows you to pull a gun, point it at a little 8-year-old and pull the trigger? What allows you to do that? You know? But like I said, these reprisal killings that are rocking Jamaica, man, some of them go real deep. And we have to look at them from multiple angles. Yes, the youth them get cold and colder. The system has changed for them. They're not growing up a certain way anymore. Even the little indoctrination there, to some degree, used to help with. Because here what? After school, we get to find out, say, boy, them have a pray to the man, and the man are not really God still. But you see, the whole time that we were going to school, though, you used to start out the day with a reverence. Y'all remember that? You used to start out the day with a reverence. You know, a prayer, a word of prayer. You could direct that prayer to whoever you praise. Them not do that again. Them not do that again. The youth them grow up cold. It's just like our party go now. Man a dance with man in a circle, the woman them have to hold on one side. And if the woman them jump in at the circle, the two man take her and pass her around with about 5 different men. Skin her out, that's a fling her over, that's a dagger, that's a dash her, that's a. And that's our dancing. Like everything about our culture has become aggressive, extremely aggressive. And some of it I like to see in context, but the balance is gone. The balance is gone. Now, there's another part of this that we have to look into, right? Check this out. Some people are not so innocent. And when you see their youths paying the price, something where them do to other people picnic. Go for your man, shoot up the man and end up kill his picnic as well. And then brother them say, no, I know says you. So when they come for you, they don't have no mercy on your picnic either. Because them lose them brother and them lose the little youth. So here what? You are going to go and your little youth are going to go as well. And that's the other side of it as well. You know? I've learned over the years of covering these stories now to actually sit out of it. To actually sit out of it. Man, no come just order a cigarette and just shoot you and shoot a little picnic in them head just so. Of course, there are extortion cases which are just total wickedness. You know, you tell a little shop owner, say, you have to give me a 50 grand every week and something, and the little shop owner say, boy, I not even barely I make that, you know. And you say, yo, send on the money. All right, well, you're not pay it. All right, you either have to go close down the shop you are. Me not pay it, you have to go do what you have to do. All right, one. You ready now? You pay it now? Because more can go, you know. That's a big issue in Jamaica as well. So we don't know what the problem is in this case, particularly. Patsy says, no, something else is behind it. But Patsy, that's why I'm going off different scenarios, because I'm going off scenarios not for this case particularly. I'm going off scenarios as to how we end up in the situation we end up in when we see these things happening. There are different reasons why they happen. Sometimes an extortion. Sometimes somebody did something before and it catch up with them now is only that their youth was in it. I was going to cover another story the other day. When they came to get the father, some of y'all might have read it. When they came to get the father, them tell the father, say, send away your youth. But you can't get away. I respect that. Because whatever beef you had, it was with him. See? Send away the youth, but you can't get away. And they gave him time to send away him youth. And tell him youth, run. And gunman never shoot off him. They make him run. They make him escape. Yes, Don Clarendon. I remember I mentioned it loosely, but I didn't go into the depths of the story, you know. But in a case like that, I say, I respect that. I respect that. I don't respect the fact that it's a killing and you murdering your own, but given what I just said about how these things happen, I don't know if the man that never killed somebody for them and people want justice, because how the law is set up in Jamaica. Man accused of murder, them have strong evidence that it's him. He's out on bail. Renita Adams just spoke about that. What you think he out on bail doing? Just like what Renita Adams said, he's out on bail committing the same crime that he was accused of committing before he got out on bail. So the people them must say, yo, so we can't get no justice from the law? All right, my brother not dead, so. My sister not dead, so. My mother not dead, so. My youth not dead, so. Somebody are pay for this. You are pay for this. So when them tell him to make the little youth run, but you can't get to it. Can you imagine in that moment where you feel, boy, I'll do the most run down female again? Because you know that this is it, right? That you now get to it. You're surrounded, guns out. Tell your youth, run. But you can't get to it. You're dead to the bad man. And them saying beg and beg and beg and them lift out the mid side. Why? Goes back to us, where we come from, what's in our bloodline, warring tribes from way back when. And still have it in us, and still at war. I be a tribal war go on. Kaz Robinson says, yes, that's how it to go. Save the youth, save the child. Yeah, man, me not in the killing of the youth thing. But I some people say, SouFLo, why you say that? Y'all seen my kids? Y'all seen my babies? I can't say I know the person that took Kai's life, God forbid, and I'm just gonna be like, let the law handle it. No, my friend. I told you before, God have to go come talk to me wherever God is at. You have to go appear right here. Because lick down no adult. You're gonna feel the same pain I'm feel. We need to stop it though. And I'm not taking no higher ground. But that's just me. Remember I told y'all, don't follow me for just one thing. See, some of my views are pretty certain kind of way. Right? I'm just honest enough to say it. Everybody come on social media, I know, and them going like they're the most holiest, holier than thou art, and leave it to Jesus and leave it to the Lord, and may God continue to. Me, I know one of them there. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. If you cause mine to go out like that, you better not have none. Yeah, anybody over there can get it. But we're gonna ball the same. We're gonna feel the same pain. I'm gonna share that pain. Yes, our children are not supposed to die like that, but this is the type of bullshit, the type of BS that we're into. See? This is the type of BS we're into. And you ready to get down like that, bad man? Me ready to. You know? Somebody said, be aware of people ordering cigarettes because they're cancerous. DDT said, people try to tell me that the criminals that carry out this brutal act can be reformed. Utter rubbish, in my opinion. Since we no longer hang, then solitary confinement for the rest of their lives would be the punishment served when these hoodlums are found guilty. And it's right after this happened, the politician come out and say, hey, let's not start talking about hanging because we don't have any data that proves that hanging is going to fix anything. Some of them politicians here, see, they like what's going on. I said this to y'all before. They like what's going on. So them now put no measures in place, my friend. No deterrent. They like that people get out on bail. They like that some of them money have to go do some crime and scrape up some money to get a good lawyer and then pay the good lawyer and the good lawyer get rich. Because a good lawyer is them friend. They don't want no deterrence in place. Them just want with dead off like that. Unstoppable Josh, big up yourself, family. I personally think that the whole hanging thing, it needs to come back. It needs to come back. But it can't come back until, I'm going to repeat myself, it can't come back until they shore up the security system of the country. Because half of the time we don't know who is who. And the way how corruption running. You notice, you don't see that the other day them catch 8 police officers. 8. There are still Jamaicans that are telling other Jamaicans, work with the police them as the people them in the community because y'all know what is going on. Them just catch 4 over here smuggling drugs. And then them catch 1 more, the female, who not only was she the leader of the scammer ring, she had 90 pellets in her belly. Them catch a next one whose his story hasn't come to the forefront yet, but it's lingering, it soon must, right? Go back to Jamaica now. 8 of them, 8 linked to a gang that they are now able to link a plot to execute a witness linked to that gang. And over 20 something crimes committed, to include shootings, extortions, all these other stuff. 8 police officers in another one gang there, according to them. There's a follow-up to that story where they did an ID parade. 9 Universe, big up yourself. I for your eye. That me subscribe to. Right, that's enough. Right, that's because they leave us no choice. Them not left us no choice. So me now come pretty up nothing for nobody. Right? So when time police are move them where they know, what chance the people them have? Somebody will take your innocent brother and go put him on death row, my friend. And then he's being executed. So we have to shore up the security first to where we can say, yo, okay, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is who it is. All right, now pop him neck. Yes, deterrents are needed, but we can't go the way we're going now. See? With that said, my condolences goes out, man, to the family, because the little youth there, he never done nothing to nobody. But sometimes the sins of the father fall on the children. Sometimes other family members. Remember, I told you before, and this is straight out of Jamaica news. They had information that said, for instance, gunman go look for a youth. They were looking for a youth, them couldn't find him. One of the youth them that used to par with him a long time ago, remember going to country with him, and he took that youth by some of his family members. Them can't find him enough. What them do? Them drive go country. They went into the community, and as the community, which is a peaceful community, was stringing up the sounds. And I remember this quite a couple of years back. Them time they on YouTube, we used to able to show it never looked good because them they under a tree, sound gets string up, music playing. They don't remember who the cousin is. Them just want one family member, but what they did was they went into the community and just shoot up everybody in there. And a few people died. Crazy. Crazy. I know Crystal G says an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. But here what? If the whole world is blind, then none of we can see if we hurt each other. So I'm not gonna make you joke out my eye them and then leave me at a disadvantage where you can come back, come hurt me, because I can't see you coming. So an eye for an eye is an eye for an eye. The whole way I go blind. That's just my take on it. You know? That's just my take on it. On to the next story on the board this morning. We have about 15 minutes left. Mavado. Dancehall artist Mavado. Boy, I call this lady Messy Masado. Because, yo, these people are slick, you know. Listen, Miss Masado, right? Miss Masado did a trick move. I believe she's been disbarred, but she did a trick move. When she went to court, right? Kill me dead. She took some laxative, like right before she went into court, right? Her attorneys filed a motion to say that she was too ill to come to court. She is suffering from so on and so forth. The judge says, no, you have to come in anyways. Miss Masado have a slick lawyer. Him say, I gotta drink this. I don't know what them gear for drink, so I'm busy. The lady just go in a court and bust her shit, my friend. Do it up herself. And her thing had to be adjourned, right? Or, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the law terms, but it had to be, I'm going to stop it there so and come back at another time. Now she's building her case on how ill she is, and she's getting older. So from that, I started calling her Messy Masado, because she messed up herself. But this lady is a chopper. I just want to for them. That's choppers. This is white collar crime, though. Disbarred attorney. Yes, she's been disbarred. Jennifer Masado is to go on trial on September 12th in connection with the allegations that she defrauded dancehall entertainer Mavado out of more than $30 million in a real estate contract transaction. The trial date was set today when Mavado appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court for a plea and case management hearing. However, the matter is to be mentioned on May 5th for the court to decide whether Mavado, whose real name is David Brooks, will be allowed to give his testimony via a video link from the United States of America. In court Thursday, Brooks' attorney, Oswald Senior Smith, made an application for him to testify remotely. So Mavado's attorney is saying he don't have to fly into the country for this. If you ask me, them well want Mavado for coming to the country, and it have nothing to do with this case. For those of you who've been following this, you should know. I don't think it has nothing to do with this case. I think they well want him to come in the country. They're going to hold him and say he's wanted for questioning still in an incident which saw his son, his teenage son, pick up a life sentence. It is alleged that in April that year, Mavado was introduced to a property. Here all she chopping. Mavado was introduced to a property, Grosvenor Terrace, Kingston 8. And he started making arrangements to purchase the property through the attorney Tamika Harris. Mavado reportedly professed to have been given permission to oversee the sale. Mavado, said that she was given permission to oversee the sale of the property by the owner who was incarcerated overseas. Hear this. Mavado later reportedly paid Mavado $30.7 million for the property and signed a sale agreement and a document giving him possession of the property. However, it was later discovered that the property was not for sale and that the owner was not incarcerated. She chop him. She chop him big time. The owner of the property showed up. The owner of the property further indicated that he did not know that Mavado had never gave her, and he did not know Mavado, and he had never given her permission to sell his property. Following the alleged fraud, Mavado was reportedly reimbursed with only $7 million out of his $30.7 million. However, after several attempts to recover his money has failed, he reported the matter to the police, and Mavado was arrested and charged with obtaining money by false preference. You know what she do? She gave him back 7.7. She put 30 in a retirement fund. She knew she was going to be disbarred, but her money stuck up and ready to go. I mean, how long are they going to give her behind bars if she even get time, right? This is a white collar crime. What she gonna do? 1 to 3 years and come out and $30 million still sit down there. And we heard that he is not the only one that she did this to, because that's how she ended up in court and do it up herself, because there were other cases as well. So it's something that it's something that she been doing. It's something that she been doing. My only concern for this case is that they could easily say he has to be in the island. He has to be in the island to testify. And if he's not in the island to testify, them can dash out him case. Now, I want to tell you something. This is one of the conspiracy theories that was surrounding his case with his son. Because people did not say, yo, Mavado have links in high places, right? She was a practicing attorney, a prominent practicing attorney. She have links in places. So when them pin that part Mavado and have him run with go foreign and decide him not come back to Jamaica yet because things get hot and his son get life sentence, well, if he can't make it back to the island, then we can throw a case here. So we're now going to see if that conspiracy theory is actually true. Well, she need 30 years in jail and pay back the money. She need to pay the man back in money. I would be livid. It's not like $30 million come by easily. You know, a lot of people think that these artists are filthy rich and they're sitting on 1.3 billion So you know, look at 30 million is some champagne money and party out night. And it's not so. Because sometimes the bookings dry up. You know, nobody is booking them like they used to. They're not in hot demand. The records aren't selling like they used to. Them the pay for a show has gone down. They're not Lil Durk. Lil Durk is a rapper, by the way, who just confirmed yesterday that he just inked a deal for $500,000 for one performance. So now that is his set price to perform. Cardi B says she gets between 500,000 and almost a million per performance. If she's overseas, it's definitely $1 million or more. So our artists don't make that kind of money, and they're talking US dollars. You know, she teach the man money, my friend. Some people are saying Mavado done and him never see it coming. I don't know about all that because he went through all the proper channels and he used an attorney who is very versed in this field. He did everything right. Him never did I try to chop nobody. He just went through all the proper channels and he got chopped. That's serious. That's serious. But watch this. Watch what they're going to do when it's time for his testimony to go in court. We're going to follow this because we want to see if they're going to say he has to show up in the island. If he has to show up in the island, we have to go do a whole other video upon that because now we're going to be like, I'm going to grab him. I think I'm going to grab him. Watch this. Right? Or is Mavado going to say, you know what? Let them go on with it. Me nah go. What do you think he's going to do? You think he just, if they say he can't testify remotely, do you think? Because remember, you know, the JCF put out that he was wanted for questioning and he still is wanted for questioning concerning that same case. So why would they grant him the privilege of testifying from a remote location when they can actually use this for real mean? So what do you think, Imodo? Boy, Seymour Bennett says lawyers and politicians are the biggest choppers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Police now too. Police now too. Somebody said he better walk away. How long is he gonna stay a foreign for though? Better I'm gonna take in questioning. Me feel like say if him show up on the island, they're gonna grab him. There was a part in that testimony from his son and the man whose son was killed that testified about the boss. Same want him head. And them say who are the boss. And there was word out that the boss was Mavado. Other people are saying Dancehall Flow and different dance from the area. Come Mavado another dance for the area. But we don't know. We don't know. I don't think he is, but I don't know. So some people are saying run, leave it. If them say you have to come in, don't go. And others are saying just go. After them thump Tommy Lee, after the thump with Tom tells say after the thump with Tommy Lee get them not him not come back. Boy. It wicked out there. It wicked out there. But that's to show you how they engineer the system, right? Here what? Make it so him can't come back. Call him in. Tell him we can't accept his testimony unless he's here. So he has to fly into the country. Case throughout. Have a deadline to appear and don't appear. Messi Masado cut with 30 million. Yo, yeah, I think I'm in the wrong field, you know. I think I'm in the wrong field. I'm encouraging some of you to go pick up them field here because them white collar crime here chop in. All right. Our last story for the morning. We have 5 minutes, and I'm going to break it down like this. The office of the public defender has concluded that Nzinga King's locks were unlawfully cut by a policewoman while she was in custody on the Four Parts police station last year. Remember I told y'all, I said just take your hair, take your own hair. Don't You know, you can tell in the comment section the people them who don't like natural hair and rasta hair and dreadlocks and all that. Because I've seen some comments from some people, especially black women, who are like, yeah, she gonna look better now, man. Cut it off and perm it. Go wear a wig and something like that, you know. Grow it out and put in some braids or something. And I'm like, the girl had never had a haircut her whole life. Her whole life. And she's not a weird student, she's in nursing school. Her mama is a Rasta. Her father is a Rasta. They all carry their dreadlocks. You want to tell me, say, yo, man, I tell you, you see a woman there, Paula Llewellyn, I don't know. I don't know who can look at that lady and say, yeah, she's a straight shooter, she's honest. And Indicom, I'm seeing Indicom for what they are now, man. They're a part of the system that is put in place to keep things exactly the way they are. See? So, according to the public defender, Arlene Harris Henry, in doing so, the policewoman violated King's constitutional rights, rightfully so. Harrison Henry further recommended that King be compensated for the infringement on her constitutional rights. Criminal proceedings be visited upon the accused policewoman and disciplinary proceedings be taken against the accused policewoman's supervisor, and a portion of the fines imposed upon King be remitted. Me no want hear about no testimony. It's too easy. I covered the story, and the people them that they got testimony from are people that were facing serious charges. Nothing but them said to them, and I know we haven't seen them people yet. Nothing but they said to them, hey, we can do something for your case, you know. We just need a story from you that say you saw her ripping out her dreadlocks one by one, and she fling it on the ground, and she said, police will come, nyam it. They say, can I do something about my case? I think one of the girls or one of the persons in there was facing a murder charge or something like that. Something that had to do with murder. Take your hair again. Yeah. For those who have braids, just take the one braid and pop it. For those who have dreadlocks, just take the one dreadlock and pop it. For those who have regular hair, just take the regular hair and just grab enough that could make a dreadlock and just drag it and pull it enough to where it could possibly pop. You can't tell me the insult to our intelligence. You can't tell me that this a girl that sit down there and pop out her hair neatly. Did y'all look at her picture when she had her dreadlocks? Is a whole heap of ouch, would have gone to pull out all that hair there. And then the way how her hair came out obviously looked like it was cut off, my friend. Because if you did a pop out your hair, some of it would have popped out from the root. Some of it would have been bleeding at the scalp. You would have a couple of bald spots. Some of it would have been, you know what I'm saying? The thing pop out evenly like it get cut, obviously. And when she was holding the hair in her hand, they were all even. Look, go look at the icon of the video. I put the picture up there for a reason. I'm afraid of that woman that like post, and I don't think she doing anything good for Jamaica. She definitely worked for some underboss somewhere. And with people like those, nothing can better. I'm gonna tell y'all again, may his soul rest in peace, but Kentucky Kid was the first person that put me on to Paula Llewellyn. After Paula Llewellyn came to court and said, nothing further, Your Honor, I have nothing else to say or bring against these officers. Videotape was there, you know. Video. The man extensively documented his experience. They told him, go get cameras and place them in your house, catch evidence, and he did. Them come in, them beat him up, thump him up in her belly, beat him up in her bathroom, a pass doodle, beat up his pregnant wife, thump her in her belly and everything. And this lady said she have nothing further. From that, I said, But here what? For the people that are saying Nzinga won her case, she didn't win. It's just a public defender has a different finding. Please remember that the DPP, Department of Public Prosecution head, Paula Llewellyn, and Indicom both came to the same conclusion. Them conspire, and they said that she pop out our locks. So we have to see where it goes from here. All right. In the meantime, I get like a homework for you. For those of you who don't know, the hate runs deep. Bob Marley is not a national hero because the same reason why them grab Nzinga and chop off our hair. Go do some work, some homework. Go look up Queen Nzinga. That's all I'm gonna say. And we're gonna end it right there. Remember, I know she come from a Rasta family. See? Go look up Queen Nzinga. They connect the dots. They know what time it is. But this was about degrading her. This was about making her know that this not fly also. This is still the same prosecution that they faced, the Rastas faced from back when till now. Go look up Queen Nzinga. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. We're at the full hour, hour and a half, and thank you for coming out. All right, I'm not drink no more for a long, long time. I'll be on deck. I'll probably do a couple of lives this weekend. Stay tuned. Big up on yourself, and please go over to Eat Good TV. Please also go over to my other channel, which is Hot Topics TV, which does not cover anything that has anything to do with Jamaica. Nothing. Hot Topics TV is a whole different channel. Go check that out. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Be safe out there this weekend. Keep good people around you that uplift your vibrations, right? That genuinely love you. And if you can't find that and don't have that, be with yourself. Get to know yourself. All right. And love yourself. One love. I'm out. Peace.